Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got an exciting blend for you guys today, and it's going to be a little bit different from what I'm used to doing. But I figured since this is my first time on Twitch, I'm going to do something a little bit special. So tonight's blend, I'm doing a Confedante Arbor Tree Raw Pu'er, and I have been dying to see this because this is the first time I'm ever doing a cake on here. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some water. This one is not pre-made, not yet anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some out. And then I will start the process. It'll just take a moment. Hey Ma, welcome. So this tea is from May. I had purchased another cake from them earlier this year. Last month or another month ago, and I was super duper impressed. This was the sample of another one of their pu'ers. As you can see, it's doubly. It was in here, and now it's in here. They really take care of their stuff here. So this being a raw pu'er, there's going to be a little bit of show and tell. Since it's such a small sample, I'm going to show the entire process. So, it comes on. Oh, whoops! Yeah, I am not. That is so weird. Hey guys, I'm gonna do the intro again. Sorry about that, because Twitch, for some reason, says start stream and then go live. I don't know why it would have two processes, but anyway. This is my first time on Twitch, so yeah, there's gonna be some issues. But anyway, so for those of you who are just joining us, I'm doing a raw pu'er, Confidant Arbor Tree raw pu'er, and it looks like this. Unfortunately, I already unwrapped it. My Facebook people, Alejandra, welcome. My Facebook people have got the full show. So, hey, gamer girl, welcome. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, normally pu'ers are a dark tea, but since this is a raw pu'er, it's lightly oxidized, but packaged in the same way and aged. I don't know how long this was aged, but it's good for 1 cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to break it. Normally, you're supposed to break it off because the cake is huge. This one you don't really have to. I'm going to try to do it anyway, just for practice without shredding it. There we go. So I was able to break it into 2 large pieces, and I'm dropping it in, and I will, one last piece. Okay, there we go. Alexa, set timer to 3 minutes.
3 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, so since I'm making this completely visual, I broke it up and I put it in this tea. I don't know what the proper term for it would be. Just like a tea kettle, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, this is definitely like the kind where I want to see it go through the steeping process, because like I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. This is all still kind of new to me, but that's okay, because it's going to be a learning process for everyone. So since this is a raw pu'er, it's lightly oxidized, I'm going to steep this as closer to the green tea. So I set my my temperature for the water at about 180 degrees. I'm going to steep it for about 3 minutes, and we'll see where it goes from there. I might keep it in longer because all the leaves are compact, so I don't know. I don't know if it will fully break up inside. It looks like it's starting to open up a little bit. But again, these things are like rock solid. Before I put it in, you guys saw I was struggling to crack it open a little bit. So having that feeling so far is like really a tangible, kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like that kind of wood that you like board up you board up buildings with, and you know, like it's not plywood, but it's like chipwood, you know, where it's easy to it's kind of sort of terrible. Terrible, that's terrible pun. And anyway, I couldn't resist. So while it steeps, I'm waiting for a some sort of color change. There's not a huge color change. You can see it's turning a little bit yellow, kind of orangish. If it doesn't put up too much of a color change, I'll leave it in a little bit longer. I want to make sure that it breaks up and lets all of that lets all of the flavor out. You can always tell how it's going to be by the leaf. So you're going to have some sort of difference between the unsteeped leaf and the steeped leaf. You guys, I like showing you guys what it looks like before and after. A lot of the time, when it's a long cut leaf, it'll open. Alexa, stop. Yeah, it still looks a little bit low. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna experiment a little bit and pour just a tiny bit in there. Alexa, set timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, and so you guys can see this one. You're able to see a little bit of a difference here. It's more yellow, kind of clear, and the scent is very vegetal. Now there is a little bit of fermentation in pu'er. In this case, it's fully fermented but not fully oxidized, so it wasn't heated very much, but you still get that kind of fermented scent to it. So it smells kind of like alcohol, but it's non-alcoholic. Oh, that's really nice. It tastes like a really well-rounded green tea. Like, it's not overly vegetal, but it's very, like, you can taste the fermentation, which is important to me because it adds a certain kind of depth to the overall experience, and it's a very well-rounded flavor. So I'm getting this kind of like grassy, coppery combination here. I'm tasting a lot of the fermentation, but there's like an effervescence, and kind of like vapors of breath. Every time you breathe out, you taste the copper a little bit. But it's very nice. It's very subtle, slightly salty, but really nice. Mm. Oh, that is so good. Alexa, stop. Okay, so you can see it's opened up a little bit more. The color is running a little bit deeper. So I think that this is a good enough tea to completely put in there. So let's go ahead and do just that. There we go. I still have a little bit left, so I'm going to run over and get a cup because I don't want to oversteep this. So I will be right back. There we go. It's really difficult sometimes to measure out how much water to actually use. Oh, but this looks incredible. I want to double steep this. And if I am right about this, because you can definitely double steep a pu'er. It's usually very strong. And then the second time around, it'll still maintain that flavor because you get this kind of this kind of repetitive, uh, the repetitive fermentation flavor from it because that it's ingrained in the leaf. So it's really, really nice if you like that kind of thing. Sometimes pu'ers can be a little bit strong and a little bit of an acquired taste, but once you acquire it, it's really good. This is, ooh, it's very smooth. Very smooth, very soothing on the throat. I'm really feeling it. Hey, Teresa, welcome. Jossie, welcome. Sorry about that. It was not scrolling up for some reason. Mona Lisa, welcome. Sorry about that. I was wondering why you guys were so quiet, but yeah, now I see. I it hit me. I'm like, wait a second. Why is it not? Uh, why is it not going? But yes, it is a pretty color. Thanks, Jossie. This is like super golden. You see that it has gone from kind of like a pale yellow to a golden kind of bronze. So the longer that it stayed in there, the stronger it got. And I mean, there's nothing there's nothing better than a good strong pu'er, in my opinion. I mean, unless it's a nice strong lapsang, which that's I'm sure I'll be alone in a lot of these in a lot of my opinions. But that's okay. I will enjoy them as they come. Now it's no longer as vegetal as it started off. The longer it's steeped, the longer you get this. The more intense the flavor. Right now, I'm getting more of the fermentation, the alcoholic flavor overall, rather than the the, uh, the, the the vegetal part of it. And also, hi Teresa again. I see you popped in twice. Oh, that's so good. It's like a very well-rounded flavor. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I'm getting like it's almost a silvery um, metallic bed over the tongue. And I'm getting it's a really nice how do I put this? I'm getting a really nice overall sensation. It's very vapory. Like I'm able to breathe it. I should do the Thomas taste. I'm gonna do the Thomas taste right now to see how well it goes. Yeah, it's very vapory and it's very comfortable on the tongue. It tastes really, really nice. Like when you hold it in and you breathe, you taste it over and over again. Kind of in like this cycling feeling. Um, it's really that is really good. Oh yeah, this is now I'm kind of wishing that I had gotten a larger cake. The one that I had purchased from them is about yay big. I think I showed you guys when I first got it. I was super proud of it, um, but the size of it was pretty big. So that is one that I'm going to be aging a little bit. But I did also buy another one um, from Tea Source, and that one is aged, I believe, from 2006. So that one more likely I will be drinking because it's coming pre-aged. So it's what if my math is correct, 14 years, 2006, 16, 17, yeah, 14 years. I did head math. But seriously, okay. So it's been aged 14 years. Normally, you'd want to age it about 5 to get a good flavor, and then as you continue to age it, the flavor will deepen. You have pu'ers that have been aged for 100 years, and they cost thousands of dollars, but they're incredible because they took the time and really soaked in the air, and um, all the flavors have been compounded into it. So this one, the one from 2006. I'll probably be doing way before I do the pu'er cake from Mei. The Mei one is also a Sheng pu'er, which is similar to this one, which is lightly oxidized, but also it'll have that flavor of it. I'm assuming it's to be similar to this, but I don't want to speak about it until I actually have it in hand. So, this is a very hearty flavor. It's very full. For people who don't like green teas, I think that this would actually be a good way to start the process, because it's not completely vegetal. It's not completely um, grassy, or it's not completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Um, it's not completely plant tasting. So in cases like this, like I would certainly advise to try and to try it out. I mean, it's really good. Because I know a couple people who don't like green teas all that much, but I think that this will do very nicely. Ooh, that's so good. Okay, so I'm going to open up the floor. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about. Now's the time. I do have a couple of announcements. I am going to announce the winner of the contest. It is over now. Sorry, no more no more people can join in, and we've had some quite, shall we say, interesting entries. I'm looking at you, Teresa. We had some really cool, interesting entries into the competition. But yeah, so we do have a winner, which I'll announce within a little couple more minutes. But in the meantime, questions and comments from the audience, you guys. If you have any questions, now's the time to raise them. Teresa, I'm going to answer your question that you always ask. What would I pair this with? Well, since this is a very deep taste, normally I wouldn't pair a green tea with a strong flavored entree, but in this case, I think it can stand up to it. So I would definitely put this up against something like a pasta with marinara, something along the lines of, it can go like pork. I don't want to go too heavy with like steak or anything, but it can definitely do well with pork. Maybe some. I don't know what kind of desserts I would put it up with, but definitely a pasta. This would actually probably go very well with salad as well, just because of the slight vegetal flavor to it. So yeah, that's definitely a good choice. Oh, that is smooth. I'm also getting a little hint of milk. Like, now that it's cooled off a little bit, I'm getting a kind of almost milky sensation. Not creamy though, which is surprising. It's like the flavor of milk um, without the texture. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Like, this is really, it's overtaking my mouth, and um, making it quite palpable. Yeah, I'm liking this. Mm. And the full flavor, it's like it's taking over my entire mouth. Like as I breathe in, and it kind of like it comforts me. It's very it's very hearty. And oh wait, what was the word? There was a word that I had used. Uh, Robust. That's what it was. It's got a very robust taste for a green tea. Now, normally when you talk about green teas, you'll have like a very vegetal flavor. You'll have light grass. You'll have um, greenery. You know, because that's essentially what it is. It's very lightly. Oh, excuse me. It's very lightly oxidized. So this isn't a typical green tea. It's got the green tea-ish flavor, but the fermentation behind it gives it more of a earthy, coppery, metallic kind of taste to it, but in a smooth way. So it's very refined. And the scent is like, it's incredible. And I should show you guys also, now that it's steeped, you saw what it looks like when it was a solid disc. So now all of that has broken up. It hasn't even completely broken up, so that's why I also think this can continue to be steeped. And I'm going to steep this again for sure. But you can see it's still clumpy. I didn't get everything that I could have out of this, which is a good thing, because a pu'er is a traditionally all-day tea. There are people who oops, I've made a little bit of a mess. There we go. Okay, there are people who, like Juliet said when she came on that day, they steep it all day for just seconds at a time, and it unlocks the flavor over hours and hours and hours. And that's a good thing, because, you know, like, it washes and it takes its time appearing to itself. So this is the kind of experience that you'd want to have as an all-day thing. You know, you just have people come in and enjoy your company, and, you know, just drink tea all day, have fun, just keep on heating up, refilling, and really enjoying the communal experience, which I believe is a very important part when you're doing that. When you're doing that type of tasting, because it's little. Usually you use a little cup, and, you know, you pour, you drink, talk, pour, drink, talk, and it's a very fulfilling experience all around, depending on the company. So I'm like dying to try that. I think that should be a community event one of these days. It's going to be an interesting experience for everybody. Mm. Questions, comments, anything that you want to talk about, now is the time. I will be announcing the winner of the contest shortly, and the prize will be a $25 gift certificate to Tilula, who has been amazing in helping to promote the contest, and they have been a friend of the community for a couple years now, and I am thoroughly grateful for you guys. So I will. Well, we have about 5 minutes left. I will announce the winner of the teapot challenge. Okay. I want to preface this with the fact that this person made multiple attempts. She really did put some effort into this. And our favorite one, this was picked by both me and Juliet, but our favorite one was the one that we nicknamed Crossing the Streams. It was featuring Miss Molly Floggins and her stepdaughter, Allie, where they blew into each other and pretty much wet each other in the face, which is awesome. So congratulations, you have won the $25 gift card to Tilula. And as an honorable mention, because this one is probably going to give me nightmares, we're going to give an honorable mention award to Izzy Cabrera, who put the most interesting use to sock puppets I have seen in a very long time. So we will be sending you guys some samples from Tilula, and once I figure out what we're going to do, because yeah, that video is kind of sticking with me for a bit. So you do deserve an award. We will be sending out some samples for you at some point, probably this week or next. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So thank you guys so much for participating. It was a wonderful experience, and I hope that we can do it again sometime, maybe before the summer is over, while the weather is still nice out there. So kudos to you guys for joining us and participating. You'll be getting your prizes shortly, and yeah, thank you guys so much for making the community what it is. It's been an incredible experience. So there you go. Glad I can get that out for you. Also, another announcement: the next tea party will be tomorrow at 3:00. You guys are always free to join. I had the link in the community announcements. The only thing is, what I'm wondering, because now things are starting to open up and the weather is starting to get better, I'm debating going from weekly to bi-weekly to monthly. We'll see how you guys feel, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit during the tea party to see how you feel about doing this twice a month or once a month or however long, until so you guys can enjoy the weather on the weekends. Oh, that is so nice. Okay, guys. Questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, now is the time. Now that I'm on 2 platforms, I'm hoping that I'll get more followers on Twitch. This was just a dry run, I guess, because this it was a very clumsy opening for sure. Excuse me. It was a very clumsy opening for sure, but I mean, first time doing it, there's gonna be something that happens. So, to each, we'll just chalk it up to experience. But yeah, that is my new platform. I'm gonna continue doing it on 2 platforms for however long I possibly can, because this is proving to be a more in demand kind of thing, and more people are starting to tune in and find interest in tea tastings and learning about tea, and it's I really want to be able to reach out to a more broad audience. So I think that this is going to be a good way to do it. I think I have about 1 or 2 more sips left. I'm going to try not to choke myself like I did last time. But yeah, so last call. Questions, comments, anything you want to ask, now's the time. If not, forever hold your peace. Down the hatch. I lied. Just a little bit left. All done. All right. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a really great experience. And I'm looking forward to next week, where I will see you guys. I don't know which tea I'm doing quite yet. Little hair. Might have fallen from my head. I don't know. But anyway, Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a wonderful experience, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.